Dave Davies says aliens said he can no longer have sex anymore. They gave him a sex ban. He says they slapped him with a sex ban.
All of this is clickbait. You know what you are? You're a real expert in headlines, Ben Kissel.
Because that's the first line of the article.
That's the problem. Honestly, it is nice you got past the picture.
Thank you so much.
But there is, it was a temporary sex ban.
Sure.
On him, because he explained, so he said this. So he came out, he said they blocked any sensation down there.
No
according
sensation.
to them. Yeah,
Maybe he just took Lexapro, but we don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
He said, they told me I must not have sex, although I was able to walk normally. My groin and pelvis suddenly became numbed.
Let us
they
out,
blocked
let us out.
any sensation down there.
Hey, I'm cum number 14. Can you let me out, please? I'll be good. I promise you. I won't even look for
that's how you
eggs.
know not to trust cum
God
number 14, because
damn it.
because good cums want to stay inside.
Absolutely, where it's nice and warm.
Maintain humanity under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature.
Well, that's going to be difficult. I mean, maybe that's what Dave Davies, maybe that's why he wasn't able to come, because he wanted to procreate a whole bunch. And everyone knows the lead singer of the Kinks, he can come.
We're going to talk about this because this is the problem. So number 2, guide reproduction wisely, improving fitness and diversity. Technically, that's eugenics.
Not the greatest.
No. Number 3, unite humanity with a living new language. Esperanto turns its head again.
Oh,
And do you remember that? Do you remember the Esperanto rise in like 1993?
Unfortunately, I think that the universal language won't be so verbal. I think it's going to be a series of grunts and NFTs and pictures. And I think, ironically, as we go further into the future, we're becoming more like cave people.
Or the idea that I believe that symbols carry more information than words.
Have you
words are
tried?
empty helms.
Well, I can't wait when we go to China and you have to guide us everywhere.
No, because I just go, yum, 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 me, me,
oh, fat American. Oh, yeah, that's us. Thank you.
You understand.
You got it.
Rule passion, faith, tradition, and all things with tempered reason.
Okay.
Protect people and nations with fair laws and just courts.
But what if there's more than 500 million people and then there's 501 million people and then you got to kill that one?
I think it's more of a guidance.
I see.
Right? Let all nations rule internally, resolving external disputes in a world court.
I think that's fantastic.
Avoid petty laws and useless officials. Balance personal rights with social duties. Prize truth, beauty, love, seeking harmony with the infinite.
Okay.
Be not a cancer on the earth. Leave room for nature. Leave room for nature.
There's a lot of good points in there.
But there's kind of a yes. So, but conspiracy theorists who freak out about this shit, right? They get really mad about those first two things.
You don't have. I mean, obviously, it's not happening.
But the idea of the NWO using some form of virus, some form of vaccine.
But do you think that the NWO is going to base any of their nefarious ideas on these rocks?
Well, this is why. This is what I'm saying is that it's interesting because, and then the idea eugenics is also bad. Obviously, it's bad. So, like,
I mean,
not
if you're the Ball family. Because he did say Lonzo Ball, Leandro Ball.
I don't
know.
know.
This is a basketball reference.
What?
All three of his sons are in the NBA.
And their whole last name is Ball?
Is Ball. It works. And then their father, I'm blanking on his name. He's LeVar Ball. He said that he married his wife because of good genes. And then he said, I'm guarantee these kids are going to be in the NBA. And everyone's like, okay, you sound a little aggressive. But all three kids are in the NBA.
He did it.
But that wasn't eugenics on a nat. That was his own nuts saying, I know what I want to do.
He was his own Dr. Mengele.
He was.
But yeah, so people get upset, but it's more about the gestalt of the entire feeling. The leitmotif of this is the idea that we are supposed to be living in harmony with nature, and we have extended ourselves too far. And
That's why I like going camping. I love that idea.
But the reason why we have obliterated ourselves is because we have went too far, trying to control everything. But the problem is conspiracy theories. They read this and they say like NWO. They're going to lessen the population. They're going to fuck with our. They're going to fuck with our DNA. They're going to do all of this shit. So it's like, but the problem is, every single time you convince a group of people, right? Like they accuse a bunch of people because they said that these were the 10 commandments of the Antichrist, and that Satan was leading this. And
the guy's last name is Christian.
It's fake, and technically he was basing it off the Rosicrucians, which I also think is very interesting. But the guy every single person I read that was protesting the Georgia Guidestones were like, I'm good, there was witches. Witches go and take pictures of it, which I know because Natalie did do it. Natalie did do a very sassy photo shoot in front of the Georgia Guidestones, and it's great.
It's a monument. It's like anything else.
But it's this thing where people freak out. But the thing is that they accuse us of doing all of this shit. It's kind of like Pizzagate or all these various stuff. They broadly accuse a bunch of people being Satanist, lizard, pedophile cabal members, all this kind of shit. And the people that are accused don't do anything because it's not true. It's mostly just everybody's trying to make money, right, for the most part. Anybody that's on that other side is just trying to make money.
It sounds like a nice place to bring a date, to have a little, you
It
can have
is.
some snacks,
It's
a little
absolutely
wine,
lovely.
a little sandwiches.
It's lovely. It's a calendar. It marks the sun. Like it actually
Perfect.
shows the when the sun is at its peak, when it's at its
Well,
lowest.
you know, as
but
we-
again, but when they then explode things, the problem is that they are the ones that went and made it hyper violent, right?
Well,
they
of
went and
course.
exploded it and did a terrorist action instead of saying like protesting it like a normal person, or like just writing a thing about it, or building your own monument, like doing a thing that you can depose against it. Where really it's just it's an art piece that someone came and exploded.
It's a rock that has been chiseled in it, a series of different letters that we have then formulated into having some kind of meaning. And also, again, they just infer all of this stuff, I'm assuming, out of pure and utter boredom.
Yes. The masked Gimp Man is back in London. This
Is he
guy
really?
that popped up. He popped up several times, and they always have this like fucking big old response to him. Everybody always freaks out about the
Right.
Gimp suit man. I don't know why they're so freaked out, because I've always wanted one. I want a big Gimp suit because they're fun.
Okay. Is that like a sexual thing or just kind of like a fun thing?
No, because I have too many hairs. I
Oh,
have
it
to
would be painful.
I really have to like be careful with zippers and leather.
Yes.
Because it all gets caught.
I would believe it.
It all gets caught, and I'm just like, I really just can't. Because like right now, if you look at this Gimp costume bodysuit, I just want to see how much this costs. $56.
Okay.
I can't be a
fantastic.
good one though. I don't know
No,
if
that
it's a
can't
good
be a good one.
one. I want like
latex.
I want like Gimp suit costs. I want genuine
Latex.
leather.
Yeah, genuine leather or latex. You want to, and honestly, you don't. You want to splurge on this. This is a once in a lifetime.
I mean, obviously, you're gonna wear it.
I would say
You're gonna wear it at your
$1,500.
wedding night. You're gonna wear it on your funeral.
Which might be the same night.
Maybe this mask was like, well, this full mask here, this $94. So you got
Kind
this
of looks
with,
like the Riddler character from the Batman.
This
Oh, I love
sleep suit is only $75. Actually, maybe I
Oh.
can make me live my. This
not-
is scary. I don't like the sleep, but I always wanted the Gimp suit so that I could answer the door in it.
Also, that's on Etsy. I don't want to buy my gimp suit from Etsy.
Why?
I don't know.
But it's handcraft.
Yeah.
It's made from, where do you want it from? Big Gimp suit?
Yeah.
You want to get it from like, oh, you want it from
I
Jeff
don't know.
Bezos?
I just don't want it from someone's like personal gimp collection.
Well,
I don't know. Did they wear
like
it
to be
before?
no, I'd like it to be brand new.
Yeah, brand new. I mean, this is personal stuff here.
Look at this executioner's hood, though. Isn't that kind of cute?
That is kind of fun.
That's cute. I
Yeah.
could wear that around, right? I want to be like, because remember I was trying to get into snoods during when we were doing the Black Plague, and I couldn't find a proper snood, like a little medieval hat.
Yeah.
I couldn't find one.
Well, there you go. That's how they got Kane's mask from WWE.
What?
They went to a kink store in New York City. They specialize in leather and latex, and that's who made the OG Kane mask. But of course,
Whoa.
as we've learned, Glenn Jacobs is much scarier.
But it's just
without the mask.
What I don't understand, it's just a guy walking around in a gimp suit. Like it's not that scary. He's just a guy. And at
That's
this
a whole
point,
other thing, buddy. I
you
don't
should
know.
be used to it at this point.
Yeah, people, whatever folks want to do.
Right?
have
But
fun
like
with it.
he's just walking around. Technically, see, this is a real one. Here we go. This is $525. But no,
There
this is
you go.
but no, it's the restraint thing. I don't like. I want to be able to go move like Spider-Man. If I'm in it,
Well, it's an entirely different thing.
leather bed sheets. Ugh. Where is my human?
Where is my
Where
human?
is I am so lonely. My name is Ben Kesson. Where is my human? I will have to make one myself. Robot girlfriend, will you be my robot girlfriend?
Well,
Shut
but
you
to-
off
but
when
to
you
unplug
talk,
you.
turn
But to
you
unplug you.
on when I'm horny. You go to sleep forever, robot girlfriend.
Terrence Taylor. So 3 kittens were saved from a trash bin there. So anyway, so a dude at the Weedle Sanitation. He was a Weedle Sanitation. I hope they do a little bit more than that. They were filling in for a colleague, and they were doing a run. And then they were like, it was around 8 a.m. And then they were like, whoa, what's going on here? When they heard a muffled noise coming from the back of the truck, right? They're like, something like that. Initially, Taylor
That
thought,
would be really weird if it was like, hey, we're trapped in here.
trash is talking. Oh, let's smush it again.
That's called a late term abortion.
Initially, Taylor thought it was a smoke detector submerged under the water. Don't know why, but
Don't know.
not familiar with the sound.
No.
Well, it wasn't. And he says, okay, in our business, people throw smoke detectors away all the time. But something was going different here. Something was wrong. So he moved a bag, and then he said, all right, there's something going on here. And then he said, one of his thoughts was, oh my God, I'm going to start digging. And then he's also going to start filming, which is also why I don't necessarily love making him Hero of the Week, because sometimes you can do stuff that's not off camera that's good.
But then we wouldn't know if he's Hero of the Week.
But then he can go to bed knowing that he is.
I mean, I
As
actually
opposed
do
to
believe.
sort of being made fun of, but also not being made fun of on a show with two jackasses.
You would have no clue how many good things I do.
Taylor discovered the first kitten and placed him in the truck. Upon returning to the truck, he found a second kitten and a small female. A kitten. They just say female, but I'm assuming it's also a
Because
kitten.
I would have led with the person.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
But you know how people love cats. At that point, he ended up putting his phone down as he had a hunch there could be another one in there. So Taylor said he took out nearly all the trash that was in the back of his truck, and he found a third kitten in the water. So that's
That's
and
really
he-
great.
And he swept through the water to make sure there was nothing else in there. But at this point, the truck was completely empty. And the homeowner provided Taylor with a box and a blanket. And Taylor made a quick detour to his home, where his fiancee Jenna Gingrich was able to give the kittens a bath
That's
and
very
some
s-
TLC.
That's very sweet. That's so nice, see? That's so
See?
nice. It's
Yeah.
nice.
Right now, they're too young to be adopted, so they're just in a foster home, and they'll probably be in a foster home until about 10 to 12 weeks, or when they reach 3 pounds, and then they can get spayed or neutered and then adopted out. So they're going to be kind of pimped out there.
See, that's nice.
They're-
Don't you feel good?
Taylor notes that he and Gingrich would likely have taken the kittens themselves, but they have their own cat. So and then
Well, that kind of dampens it a little bit, but at the same time, it's nice.
yeah, and their cat is currently pregnant.
Whoa, from who?
This is the question we don't know. It's got your eyes, Taylor.